Welcome back, everyone. This is Julie. This is Julie, and this is Tuna Critics and a Cat. We got Justin on the chair, and we got Feds here with us.
Hello.
We don't have my sister today because we are talking about something that incredibly Federica has gone to see at the cinema.
That took a lot of effort and courage from me.
Yes, absolutely.
So yeah, it's worth talking about.
Absolutely. So she told me that she liked it. She told me that she wanted to talk about
Probably half of it I haven't watched it,
it. You were hiding.
or I watched it through my fingers. Yeah.
To be fair, there was a couple of times that popped out me just going, ugh. So
The bits that scared me the most were the bits that happened during the night.
yeah, no, I
Like
think
when
so.
she was all of a sudden, well, whatever. Like we're gonna talk about it so that I can, because otherwise I'm gonna go.
We're just
I'm going ahead. I'm getting myself ahead of myself.
Yeah, no, we were just going in because it was a great view. It was honestly, as I said, like I don't know, 2 weeks ago, I was like doing a small review of like all of the horror movie that came out, and like every single one of them was shit apart from The Backrooms. And then Obsession came out, and we went to see it, and it was great. So I'm very excited. So yeah, we're about to talk about Obsession. So
Nice.
it was
From a non-fan of horror and a fan of horror. So you have both spectrum of the review people, I guess.
the spectrum of something for sure.
So spectrum of something for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, so
But let's say, what did you do this week, or what did you watch?
actually this week, what did I watch this week?
Well, you went on holiday, so I don't know if you watched
I didn't
anything.
watch anything, to be fair. I wanted to watch Toy Story when I came back, but I didn't watch it yet. I watched a couple of movies before going away, but I already talked about that. And now I'm just studying, which is my term is due in about 2 weeks, so I'm basically just studying. And I want to throw myself out of the window. But yeah, I haven't seen anything in particular. I need to catch up with the end of Euphoria, and I need to see the first and second episode of House of the Dragons because it came out, and I'm very excited.
For Euphoria, I think I watched the first episode and I was like, nope, I don't think I'm in the right space.
Oh yeah, to watch it.
To actually finish it. I don't like where it's going. I got spoiled already for what happens, so I'm not really invested, and I think it was a little bit too much. I think he did a 180, and it wasn't a great 180, to be fair. So I think I'm gonna give up on that, but we shall see. And then I need to watch House of the Dragons as well, the first 2 episodes, because everybody has feelings, and I want to join in those feelings.
Everybody has feelings.
And so many feelings. So many despair already, so much despair. So I'm like, do I want to give myself the palpitations?
This season is going to be great.
Yeah, this season is going to hand me mostly. And I watched Voicemail to Isabel, which is a rom-com on Netflix, and that was nice. Really, really lovely. Really recommend. If you want to cry and then laugh and then cry some more.
And then laugh and then cry.
Yeah, it was really nice. But yeah, that's pretty much it from me as well.
That's good.
Yeah, we can dive into Obsession.
Absolutely. Let me dive into the absolute obsession that I have with this movie. First of all, my review on Letterboxd was every Scorpio dating ever. I said that while she was drinking. Horrible choice. Sorry.
Definitely a horrible choice, but also yes, I
every
agree
Scorpio
with that.
ever dating. So yeah, that was my review. I generally don't do any reviews that are like serious unless I liked something
or too deep.
Yeah, really, really much, like really a lot, and then I do it. But yeah, that was my review. Literally every Scorpio dating.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, she looks like a Scorpio, so I'm just gonna say that.
I mean, her character when she was herself was already pretty much knowing what she wanted, pretty honest. But afterwards, when everything happens, she got 10 times worse.
I think that
10
was
100 times worse.
Yeah, no, I think that was the true spirit of a Scorpio.
Yeah, definitely. No, I can see that. I can definitely see that.
Mm.
It's relevant.
As a
Yeah, it's an
Scorpio,
accurate.
I should not be
It's
saying that.
yeah, exactly. It's an accurate representation of reality.
True.
Um, I went to watch it because I wanted to go. A friend of mine was like, "Do you want to go watch a movie?" And I already watched Disclosure Day, which I didn't like, and the only ones that were on were the one about the rooms that you just mentioned, break rooms,
The back rooms.
the back rooms. There you go. Not break rooms, back rooms, and then Obsession. And I was like, you know what? Because our friend Pimpy worked on it in terms of PR, she had told me and to actually go watch it because she did. She had to watch it for work, but she actually liked it as a concept. So she's not a massive horror movie fan either. So I was like, hey, if Pimpy liked it, maybe I can watch it. Wrong.
She could not
Couldn't
watch
watch it.
it. She died shortly after.
But yeah, definitely. But so I was like, yeah, let's go watch Obsession. And my friend wanted to watch it as well. So we went. I don't regret going,
But you
but
regret seeing it.
yes, definitely, because it was a lot. For good and for bad. It was a lot. I enjoyed it. It's kinda like if I can enjoy an horror movie, which I cannot. I can tell you that straight from the trailer, which are suitable for the movie that you're watching. I was like,
Oh yeah,
nah.
true. Because
There's a
yeah.
reason. Yeah, all of the trailers, I was like, why am I here? Why am I doing this to
What
myself?
trailer did they show?
Oh, I can't remember, but there was a lot of people running backwards. A lot of like,
Oh my god, The Evil Dead.
I think
The Evil
so.
Dead. Yeah, the new one of The Evil Dead is coming out. That
Yeah, I
is
was
gonna
like,
be a
nah,
clusterfuck.
this was too much for me. So, and me and another woman in the in the screening room, we were like, why are we here? She was louder than me. At least I can say that I was just hiding by myself, like covering myself with my t-shirt. She was loud. She was like, why am I here? Oh my god, this is so scary. And I love every second of it. I was like, preach, lady. There's two of us and we're shitting our pants already, and the movie hasn't even started. To which her friend said to her, you know that we're watching
An
another
horror
movie,
movie.
right? So yeah, none of us, like, we made conscious decision, but not consciously
No, definitely.
realizing what we were getting ourselves into.
At this point, I think
But
I'm just like it doesn't work for me anymore. Like the horror doesn't work for me anymore. Like I wake up on
the
a Sunday and I generally put on like it to relax.
the thing with me is that some movies I can definitely watch. Like I didn't mind the one with Hugh Grant,
Heretic.
Heretic. I loved it. Like the one that make me think about things, I enjoy. And because it was real scary, not like supernatural scary, I was like, yeah, I can get on board with that. When there's stuff that is a little bit supernatural,
When there's
that's
stuff that
when
I
you
cannot see.
yeah, that's when you kind of lose me, and I'm like, nah, I cannot explain this, so I don't like this.
I cannot
And
explain this.
the thing that scared me the most was everything that was happening in the night. Like whenever she would wake up, or she would start talking without being awake, or she would put herself in the corner
No,
and being creepy. Those are the things that was like, nah,
I
man,
swear
I
to
don't want to see
God.
this, because I'm pretty sure that if I'm gonna wake up during the night, I'm gonna see that
I
face,
swear
and
to
it's
God
not
that
gonna
I've
be
never
good.
had such a visceral reaction for a beautiful woman in a corner. Because I shit you
Yeah,
not,
nah.
I genuinely just looked at the movie and I went, because I
Exactly,
did
that was
not see
me.
her at first.
And even when she was moving kind of fast, like from one place to, I was
Oh
like,
my
nah.
God. It's like,
Why are you moving
you
fast?
know, there's like one of the scenes that reminded me a lot of one of the It scenes, like It number 2. That
Mm-hmm.
was like, if
Yep.
anyone has seen the movie, they know that there's a grandma scene that she
Oh,
walks in the back. She walks in the background and she just kind of like crouches a little bit, and that is the scariest scene of the whole movie. Because you just don't expect
nope.
it, and it's just like in the background, and you're just like watching something else in front of her, and
Mm-hmm.
then you see this figure going out. And it kind of did the same impact, and I was like, no, I hate that. That's disgusting, honestly. But
Same. That was the creepiest thing. But let's go in order. So, what is this? What is Obsession about? Tell us,
so
Julie.
Obsession is a movie. It's a horror movie based on a toy, apparently, or something that is sold in like a crystal shop. That is the Willow Wish. Now,
Yeah.
apparently, while I was watching the movie, I reminded myself that a willow tree is something that like
Mm-hmm.
makes wishes come true, which I
Mm-hmm.
completely forgot about. So I was like, why is it called a willow wish? It makes sense because the willow
It
tree is
does.
actually something that makes wishes come true. And there is a boy that, by the way, they're really fucking cute. I adore them. And there's a boy and a girl, and there's a group of friends. The friends are absolutely horrible, and I hated them. But this boy is,
Well, I only hated one of the
yeah,
friends, and I kind of didn't like her
yeah,
either,
no,
to
me
be
neither,
fair.
me neither.
I did like Sarah, the other friend. I thought she was really nice, and unfortunately, she doesn't have,
A nice
have a
ending.
good ending.
Yeah. So it's basically this boy that is in love with the girl of the group, and he's trying to confess, and like his friend is doing everything not to let him. But yeah, then at the end, somehow he ends up.
That bit upset me so
Yeah, no,
much.
me
The friend
too.
was such a
Yeah,
sneaky
no, it was
sneak.
horrible, honestly. So I didn't like that. But yeah, there was a starting point of like the friends being horrible, and it kind of pisses you off, and then it goes on to him getting the willow wish and just like wishing. What did he wish, that she was in love with him?
So basically, I think he makes this wish out of frustration. So he's in the car with her, he's dropping her
Yeah,
off, he's trying to find the courage to tell her that he likes her, but trying to like testing the water to see if maybe she will like it because he doesn't want to make it awkward in a group friend. So thoughtful guy. So
so he bought this for
he,
her.
yeah, he bought this
Yeah,
for her. He was like, I have a gift for you, but then chickens out from giving it to her. And he does the one thing that his hassle friend told him to
mm-hmm.
do, which was calling her, saying bye to her, but calling her with the nickname that people were giving to
Yeah,
her in out of spite. So she turns around and she's like, "You know that I don't like that. Why are you doing this?" And he realizes what he's done. Is like, I'm really sorry. I don't know what I've done that because you're silly and because your other friend
it's
is a stupid
horrible.
fuck and
Yeah,
told you to do it. He's a horrible man. And I knew that that guy had an ulterior motive when he did that. It was like, I bet you £100 that this guy likes her. And lo and behold, I was right. So she turns around and she's like, do you, like, to be honest, do you like me? Like, she asked him directly that. So he tries to lie and get out of it. And he's like, no, of course not. We're friends, just like you as a friend, because he chickens out because he realized that
yeah,
she might
no,
not
she might
return
not
his
return it.
feelings. So when she turns away to go home, he kind of has the gift or this game in his hand, and out of like frustration, just breaks the willow wish. And the wish that he makes is, I wish for her to love just me and nobody else. So he basically creates a monster. It's like a
So, and that's
toxic
how a Scorpio is
sort of.
born.
Exactly. So the wish gets granted immediately
Yeah,
because it turns around and you realize that the scene becomes creepy straight away
immediately
because
creepy.
you can see her, but you cannot see her face. Everything is in the
Also,
dark.
she was
And
leaving at first,
she
and
was
then
leaving, exactly.
he turns around and she's still there, and I go,
Yeah, exactly. Immediately, like the feeling is like, awkward. This
no.
doesn't look nice. Oh my God. So she starts like making up excuses to stay with him. Like, oh, my dad is sick. I don't want to go home. I want to stay with you. And he's confused. He's like, okay, didn't know your dad was sick. We're supposed to be friends. I thought we were friends. So, but sure, like, come home with me. And from there, everything escalates so fast. And she gives you, her character gives you, or at least she gave me whiplash. Like she acted as if she was normal, but kind of like sort of really obsessed with
Yeah.
him. but in a weird way that wouldn't make you think twice about it. So he at first is like, oh, she likes me then, and he doesn't realize that she likes him because of the wish. And when things starts to escalate and get worse and worse, this is when he realizes like, oh my god, this is the wish. I've wished something bad, and I don't think this is good, because she gets really obsessed. So she starts acting out. They're in a restaurant, they're talking. He says something to her, like he says to her that he wants to go to a party on his own, and she's just start yelling and turning her like does a 180, and she's like, you told me that we shouldn't be doing things like this. Like she goes really
Yeah.
mental, like out of this world mental. I'm like, oh my god. And the way that she switches is so immediate. You're looking at it
I
like, are
think
you
that so
crazy?
many people actually got PTSD from that
Probably. Like I can guarantee you that there are people in relationship
relationship
that turn that
PTSD,
way.
honestly.
Those are this is literally a toxic relationship with a twist of magic.
Black magic, yeah.
So yeah, black magic. So she gets really obsessed to a point where she's codependent. She doesn't want to leave him. She cannot be without him. I think the most disgusting scene, apart from him hitting his own dead cat,
That was, oh my god.
that was disgusting. And I don't know why she's done that. What correlation between, maybe it was just to show him that she was crazy. I don't know. But the thing that was really disgusting for me was when she has a day off, so she can go to work with him, and she literally stops functioning because he's away.
Yeah.
She stay at home. She stay looking at the door. She pisses herself. She throws up. I don't know what else happens, but she probably has an episode. And when he comes back home, he finds her where he left
Yeah.
her, and she's completely soiled. But as soon as she comes home, she goes back to being normal. She's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna take a shower," and you're like, "What? What's going on?" So that there's this kind of like obsession of her being codependent and not being able to function. And this is when it starts to piece the everything together. It's like, I think it's the wish that I made. I think I've done something bad.
The
And even his
funniest thing
friends
is
are
that he
getting
actually
worried.
says, like, he actually thinks, maybe it's the wish. Maybe it's the wish.
Maybe it's the wish. You think,
Maybe it's black
you think,
magic.
you think it's the wish. So she goes on and on, like getting crazier and crazier. But you also get glimpses of the real girl surfacing and telling him that she's
Yeah.
trapped. Yeah, she's like, I don't know what's going on. Like she's living through what's happening, but without any control. So it's sort of like a split personality type of thing. So whenever she surfaces, she's literally begging him to let her die or to do something. So he tries to understand if he can reverse the wish, and he goes back to the store, and the store is like, as they told you, can't complain about the wish, and to make the wish, like you call the number, and he calls the number, is like, yeah, cannot reverse the wish, cannot make another wish because you only got one wish per person. And it's like the person over the phone tells her, look, if you regret the wish, the only thing to stop this is for you to die. And genuinely, my first thought was, I'ma kill myself. If that was me, yeah, done.
Genuinely, my first reaction to this movie was, why men?
He doesn't, yeah,
No,
he
because
doesn't think about killing
genuinely, like, if you
himself.
think about it, this poor girl hasn't
Yeah,
done anything.
yeah,
And he
yeah, yeah,
just
no,
traps. Because
absolutely.
the thing that I like the most about this damn movie is the fact that they actually created the other part to the black magic. Like the part
Yeah,
when she was actually begging him to, like, let her die, or like the part
yeah.
where she
You
was
see
like
the true self
stopping
appearing.
herself. Yeah, and one of the scenes that destroyed me the most, and the fact that it wasn't even a
Mm-hmm.
horror scene, is the phone call. Because when he does
Yeah,
call the number, he says, do you
yeah,
want to talk to her? And then you can only hear screaming, and you realize that she's
yeah,
absolutely trapped in this damn
yeah.
enchantment that he did.
I think that was the most genius thing ever
It is
because you
genius,
realize
and
the
that's why I
depth of
love
it.
it.
Yeah, I think that was the deepest that they went because like you're making a wish, you want to annihilate a person to serve
Yeah,
you, and you wish for her to become obsessed with you, and then one, you cannot handle it, and two,
you've
when
destroyed the person.
facing reality, you cannot even handle that
No.
either. So when you're put in front of the, hey, do you want to talk to her? And the way that the response is she's just screaming because she's trapped, he hangs up the phone and just throws it away because he's
Yeah.
scared. He's scared of his own action, of the consequences of his own actions. And that I find that that was really brilliant. I feel like that was the most horrific scene, although it wasn't. And things just escalate so much that the friends get worried. They realize that there's something weird with her. She escalates. She gets really jealous and toxic, jealous to a point where I think the thing that I found interesting wasn't even the fact that he was originally obsessed with her because he really liked her, so much so that he hadn't noticed that she wasn't giving him the time of day because the way that she was talking to him even in the car was just a person that tolerates you, like she's your friend but doesn't really care for
Mm-hmm.
you. Meanwhile, the other girl, Sarah, she really likes him and she tries to help him and she's really supportive, and he doesn't see her until he's faced with the other woman being so obsessed that he's uncomfortable with it. And then when he confides into the other friend, he's like, oh, actually you like me and you're actually nice as well, and maybe I could like you back. But he was so into his head and so obsessing over her that once he got the wish that he wanted,
He didn't
everything
want
turned
anymore, yeah.
bad. He
And
didn't want it
then
anymore.
Sarah was no more.
Yeah, and then Sarah was no more. She turned into a brick,
And then she
literally.
turned into a steering wheel.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, like between, I think the characters are like the name of the main character is like Bear. Then you have Nikki, which is the girl that he
Yeah,
falls in love with or wants her to love him. Then you have Ian, which is the shittiest friend that you could ever have in your whole
literally.
life, because he's the guy that is literally sleeping with Nikki behind the other guy's back. And instead of being honest with his friend and be like, yo, there's nothing that you can do with this girl because we're kind of like sleeping together for shits and giggles, but still, she doesn't like you. And he's just not being honest. And he's just like giving him bullshit
It's like, yeah,
advice
don't
to
ruin
how to talk to
our
her.
friend's night. And it's like,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? And then you have the poor girl Sarah, who is just in the middle of everything, really genuinely likes Bear, but ends up being in the crossfire. And then you have poor Nikki, who's
That is
just
actually in the crossfire.
Nikki as well is in the
Yeah,
crossfire because the Nikki that you see throughout the movie is not the real her.
of course.
It's just the wish that he had made. That is literally, I I, I felt like she was like a puppet.
Oh yeah, she definitely was. That's the point. That she
Yeah,
just turned off
yeah,
once he was away, and then she would turn back on when he went back. Yeah,
exactly. But the thing I think that made this really successful was the actress that plays Nikki.
absolutely.
So in the Neverette, she was amazing. She has the whole movie on her shoulder. If it wasn't for her, you wouldn't have believed anything. If it wasn't for her performance, nothing would have been believable. But the way that she tapped into that kind of energy, like that obsessed energy and that switch,
Yeah, is the
that
switch, is the screaming, is she gave me a lot of Samara Weaver kind of vibes
mm-hmm.
from Ready or Not, which was really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. She was amazing. I feel like she's the one that makes the movie successful. And if you think about the fact that this film, it's first of all an independent
Hmm.
movie. It was funded with a nickel and a
Yeah, I
dream,
think it was like
because
half a million or something.
yeah, even less. And he made like 16 times the value of the actual making of
Yeah.
the movie. It was it's a brilliant idea. That's a brilliant concept, and I like when horror movies are not horror movies just for the sake of it. Like there's a deeper
No, it
meaning
was
to it.
genuinely terrifying for some parts. Like it
Mate,
wasn't even like jump scaring you or anything. It was genuinely just
no.
terrifying you.
And I think it was terrifying because you can actually relate to it because
Unsettling.
you can hear people talking about like toxic relationship in a way that it's close to this. Of course, this is an exaggeration, but sort of like close to reality because there's people that will go
Oh yeah,
ballistic and mental
100%.
for it, and this made it even more horrific. And it was some of the scenes were brutal and were gory as fuck. Like
I
honestly,
think it
I'm
was a
still
good mix of like a little bit of unsettling, a little bit of jump scares, and then it was a lot of
yeah.
gore, and then there was a lot of like she was insanely good. So I think that it
Yeah,
made
it
it
was
part.
it's a real good recipe for success,
It
and
was
that's why
really
it's
really good.
getting so
Yeah.
much traction.
Yeah, no, definitely. There was a mix of parts that actually made it really successful. But I think that
Hmm.
the bit that I liked the most was the fact that they created like an alter ego for her being
Yeah,
under the spell.
yeah.
I think that's
It could
something
have
really
been,
cool.
yeah, I think it could have been easier to just be like, oh, you make a wish that says not, but actually making him see the consequences and making
If it
him
isn't the
realize
consequences of your own
of your
actions.
own actions. Exactly. It's like this is the proper representation of fuck around and find out.
Literally.
Genuinely. But
the backroom the backrooms review was men will literally fall into the cracks of reality instead of going to therapy. And this one
yeah.
is men. That's it.
Absolutely. Because I think, like, in his mind, it was going through something. I think his grandma had passed away. The cat died because he got into the
Why did
grandma's
we have to have
medicine.
the cat die? I don't know that.
I don't know. I think that was just the catalyst, I think. And he wanted just to have somebody to love him. And if he'd only had paid enough attention, he would have seen that there was a person that wanted to help him and loved him, that was actively asking him about his cat, like it would that felt really sorry about his cat. Like even the reaction that Nikki has when he told her that this cat has died, she doesn't care because she doesn't care about him.
No, but also it's funny because the cat died because of him. Because of the pills
That
on the
too,
floor.
yeah, yeah,
It was
absolutely.
very upsetting because I was
So it's
like, can
like
you
this guy,
just take care of
he's a
yourself?
mess. Yeah, he's a mess, and being a mess, he created a bigger mess. But that involved all of his friends, and everybody gets like in the crossfire. And albeit some people deserve to die, other people didn't.
some people
I'm
just
talking about
some
Ian.
people just
Yeah.
exploded.
Yeah, exactly. But everybody is then affected by this, and ultimately, the only way to fix this was for him to. He tried
Yeah.
shortcuts as
Yeah.
well to fix this, and it's like, no, man, it's you. You are
You are the
responsible for
problem.
this, so
You.
you are the problem,
So you
and
have
you
to
now
solve
have to
yourself.
fix it. And the ultimate way to fix this is to end yourself.
Correct.
And he doesn't even do it as an active choice,
Yes.
which is the worst. Like you realize how much like this wish was so bad because ultimately he's a silly boy and he cannot take matter into his own hands. So he's an irresponsible child. And at the end of it, he saves the day, not willingly and not because he's like, I need to save my friend Nikki because she's trapped. It just does it because, oh, falling into this. That's it. Which I found hilarious and it's so on brand for the character
Yeah.
that he is. So I found that was like, you kind of deserve this, but also you're not even ending as a hero.
You're ending as an absolute idiot.
Exactly,
Genuinely,
which I
I was
found
so upset.
best
I
ending
was.
ever.
It was a really good ending, but I genuinely was so upset about the whole movie, and I was like, just do it. Like, just leave this girl
Yeah,
alone.
I got to a point where I was like, can you please just when as soon as he tells him the only way for you to end this is to die, I was like, please die.
Please do
Please,
it.
please kill yourself.
Everyone was like,
Because
please do
this
it right now.
please do it because there's no point. Like you ruined this poor girl's life because you couldn't take no for an answer.
And the
Or even the
fallout. And
idea
the fallout
and the
of what
fallout.
happened after.
You know the thing that upset me the most
What?
is when he opens the letter of acceptance for the
Oh, yeah.
college of his friend, and I was like, Yo, I would
You
if
destroyed
I
the
was
three
Bear,
people's life. And a cat.
if I was the main character, reading that acceptance letter, I would have killed myself
I was just
because I'm
that.
like, I
I was
don't
just have
deserve
done it.
this. I ruined everybody's life. She worked so hard to get accepted to college. She finally got the answer that she wanted to go ahead and have a successful life.
Literally,
And what I've done,
was it
I
worth it?
trapped.
Like,
It was not. And it was like he trapped everybody in this small reality because everybody's working like this. Is it a movie recording or a
like a
no? Is it
movie
a
shop or something?
either a movie or a audio like or a CD shop or
Yeah.
something like that? So everybody's having like a miserable life. It's in this miserable small town, and he doesn't have a plan. So because he doesn't have a plan, he ends up dragging everybody else down with him.
Yeah.
How sad is that?
No, it was that's why it's like a horror movie, but at the same time it's so annoying because you literally ruined three people's life, a family because
Yeah,
Sarah was the guy's daughter, the shop owner,
yeah.
and then the damn cat. Like, can you just
Everybody, like
you
everything you touch, you're like the reverse version of King Maida. King Maida turned everything
everything
into
turns to
gold.
gold, you turn everything to shit.
Yeah, you turn everything into shit. So, and at the end of it, you don't even have the courage to actually take matter into your own hands and actively make the choice of ending your life to save the person that supposedly you thought you
You thought you
loved.
loved, yeah.
You are not even ready to do that for her. That is
Yeah.
bad. You are a bad character and you deserve your ending.
No,
But
definitely,
yeah,
definitely.
I think that's
It
yeah.
was a horrible. Like,
I think
genuinely
this
was
is
a
the
horrible kind of character.
I think this is the reason why I liked it because it's so like you can relate so much in the sense that it's horror laced with reality and magic. So like it's a good mix of stuff that you're like, okay, this could be you see yourself thinking this could actually happen in real life, little less gory and dramatic, but people go through bad breakups and sometimes people just go with the motion in life and they don't make an active decision to make their life better and they just get on with it. And this is exactly it. This is like what will happen if you decide to just go on with things and you don't want to make a willing change. You drag people down with you. And those are the people that you should love and you should want the best for. And because you're selfish, you end up destroying
Hmm.
everybody's life, including yours. I think it's a brilliant
I
concept,
think so too. I absolutely agree, which
and
is
it's
the
a
reason why I liked
brilliant
it.
way of bringing it to the screen because you use the horror aspect of exaggerating this and using magic and using the supernatural, but to actually paint a picture that is like this can happen in real life, and a lot of people just go with the motion, and they will be willing to ruin everybody else's life
Oh,
rather than just
100%.
facing the reality and face taking responsibilities for their own downfalls
The movie
because
should be
that's the
called "We
reality
Will
of
Not Be
things.
Taking the Consequences of Our Action."
No, exactly. Like we are refusing to take the
To
consequences
take
of
the
our own
consequences of
actions,
our own actions.
and we will drag everybody down with us.
Absolutely.
But I think, like, if I have to think about, I think the director slash writer, because he wrote and directed the movie. His name is Curry Barker. I think he's done an amazing job. It's like this is such a clever way of saying this kind of topic and seeing it through. And I wish him all the success. And
Was that his first
I
movie?
wouldn't be. So he's done short movies, but this was his first breakthrough that went on the screen. So yeah, yeah,
That's good.
it's his first big screen debut.
Whoa, it was a very big debut.
It really was, and I don't think he expected it to be honest.
No, but it was cool as
But
hell. Like, come on.
it was really cool. No, absolutely. And I think most of it had to be because of Indy Navarrete, and that was her breakthrough role as
Yeah,
well.
she's never gonna get out of an horror movie.
Definitely not. She sometimes reminded me of Smile.
Yes, I did
The
exactly. I said exactly the same thing.
And the way that her face, you will have half of her face having no expression, and then
And then
this
a
creepy smile
massive
coming
creepy
through.
smile.
Like you could see her eyes were dead inside. Like she had death in her eyes, like complete absence. And then this creepy smile, you're like, oh my God, how could he think for just 1 second that this was
That
normal
was
and it
real.
wasn't
That
the
that was
wish to
normal.
begin
Yeah.
with? Mate, that was
Men.
that was something else. Men, they will avoid the
Why
reality
men?
and just get on with it. But that, yeah.
The backrooms and obsession have one thing in common. Why men?
Why, man?
That's it.
But no, that was if you find yourself having the chance to still watch it at the cinema, please do, because I think it's really
If
worth it.
you think that you can bear one horror movie per year,
Yeah,
watch
make
Obsession.
it this one. Yeah, definitely.
Definitely, I agree. It was incredible the
Mm-mm.
fact that you actually saw it and at the cinema
Yeah,
nonetheless.
I was like, will I make it?
Will
Will
I
I be
make
able
it?
to see it? And it's not even the first horror movie that I watch, but I
Yeah, we went
I
to
knew that
see
I
we
couldn't
went to
handle.
see A Quiet Place together
True, true. But I was more concentrating on
on
the
the
damn
damn
cat.
cat.
I think I can only watch horror movies that
That
have a
has a
cat
cat.
in
I was
it.
thinking about it. That has a cat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing that I can do.
I'll find some more so that you can watch horror movies with a cat.
But yeah, I think for this one, 5 star out of 5 from both a non-horror movie fan and an horror movie
Definitely,
fan. So I think
100%.
if this is not a glowing review, I don't think what else will be.
I wonder if you can get my sister to watch it one day.
Maybe
Absolutely
if
not.
we hold our hands, probably not.
Probably not.
No, I think she's gonna skip her
Nope.
next life if she just see the first scene. That's it.
100%. Maybe hugging all of the
Yeah,
5 cats together.
probably.
15
Yeah,
cats
maybe that
together,
will help.
maybe.
Using one cat per eye to cover herself
Literally.
and not watch the screen.
No, I absolutely
Honestly.
agree. I don't think we'll ever have a actually see it, but yeah.
I think my friend hated me as well because every time that something was happening, I was like, "Why? Why am I here? Why have I done this to myself?"
Why did I
He
choose
was
this?
laughing he was laughing so much, and then we came out. I was like, "I need to process this," but I liked it, but I don't know what to think. I think it was brilliant, but I was so
I
shocked
think it was brilliant,
for
but I'm
some.
shocked.
Yeah, I was like, "That's it. Don't know what else to say."
No, I know. It was good. Well, I'm glad that you liked it too.
I think it was really good, and it's worth the watch for
I
sure.
wish
Like I don't regret watching
I
it.
wish for more horror movies to come out this good so we can go watch them together.
Yeah, I feel like it's an untapped genre that has a lot of potential if done well. I don't like horror for the sake of horror, like the stuff with like Freddy Krueger or Eat as well. Like those, I kind of don't see the point. I'm probably wrong, and I should watch them to form a thought about it, a critical thought about it. But I firmly believe that those movie that came out, I think in the early 2000, all of those Blair Witch Project, all of those
Yeah.
ones that were like jump scared that just for the sake of it, those are the ones that made me hate horror movies.
I mean, Blair Witch Project is just like it's nothing happens in Blair Witch Project. I watched
Yeah.
it the first time and I thought it was really good, and then I saw it the second time and I thought it was really shit.
There you go.
Genuinely, I was like,
Polarizing
nothing
opinion.
happens.
How did I like this the first time?
No, genuinely.
I think it was sensational at the time just because it was that kind of like
Yeah,
documentary
it's a found
like
footage.
shooting.
I do love myself a found
Yeah.
footage. I have an entire movie series that I absolutely love. That's literally called
Hmm.
VHS.
There you go.
So yeah, I do love
I
found footage.
I've also found interesting how sometimes, and I think it's on purpose, horror movies look like they're made with the lowest budget ever. Like this one was really made with
Yeah.
lowest budget, but even like really famous horror movies, sometimes when you see them, I'm like, was the director drunk? Like,
We
I'm
had
like,
we
this is
had
really,
one
this is
HP in a
really,
dream.
yeah. But this one, I think, like it really was low budget. That cat looked like a
Muppet.
puppet. Yeah, exactly. Like, genuinely, I was like, that's a fake cat, but I will allow it because I'd rather think that it's a fake, know that it's a fake cat. I'd rather actually
I will
look at
allow
a
it
cat and be
because
like,
I
oh my
know
God, is that a true cat? A real
I
cat?
will allow it because I know it will end up in a sandwich.
Oh my God, man. As soon as when I saw the meat, I was like, that meat looks dodgy as F.
It was
That
black.
meat is dodgy.
Yes, it was dodgy.
It was
black.
black meat. And I was like, that meat is dodgy. And then when he turns around the post-it, and I'm like, no, she did that. You
No.
crazy woman.
I
I was
I
so
can see my
upset.
cat through the camera.
I had a gagging reaction. I was like, nope,
No, that
and
sandwich
that
was vile.
set the tone for me. I was like, okay, this movie is gonna go badly. That was it. That was the tone set. That was the first note, and I was like, okay, I'm in for a ride.
I love that. Honestly, I love that movie. Probably gonna
Yeah.
rewatch it just for fun.
You know what? Yeah, I think a rewatch will give it a different kind of like reading as well.
Definitely.
Because there's so
For
many
you, it
subtle
will
things. Like
it
the
will
more I
give like
think
a
about it,
heartbeat reading.
yeah, definitely. My watch would be like, "Are you
Are
alright?
you okay? We detected a
Are you
fall.
okay?" Yeah, we detected a workout.
No, I'm just dying.
No, I'm just dying. I'm just my heart rate is just spiking. You had a stressful day. No, I was just
No, I was
watching
just
a
watching
horror
a horror
movie,
movie.
man. Honestly,
But yeah, I think
but no, I think like
that's
yeah,
it. I think that we gave it a 5 out of 5 for both of us. So
yeah, definitely.
if you have the chance,
Go watch it if you can.
go watch the Scorpio season. Obsession. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, the Scorpio season. Yeah,
So yeah,
go watch this cautionary tale. That is, please don't date toxic people.
literally, do not make babies on February, because they will
Yeah.
be born Scorpios.
I wouldn't blame Scorpio people. I just would be
As a
like, don't
Scorpio
date
person, I
toxic
will
people.
blame Scorpio people.
You saw a lot of common traits.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm more like there's a toxicity in every star sign.
No, and I was like, nope,
Yeah.
that's me.
The worst signs.
Oh well, thank you very much.
Mm.
I don't know what we're gonna
Thank
do
you.
next week.
Me
I have
neither.
no idea.
This is bad of us. Marty is gonna kill us probably.
No, but I
But
don't even know
maybe
what
we'll
is
be
coming
here
out
again.
next week if we're doing something. Because
That's
for now
true.
we're
Yeah.
waiting for the end of the year because everything is coming out at the end of the year.
Isn't it actually close to be the Odyssey? No, that's the 17th
No,
of
that's
July,
July,
isn't
yeah.
it? So it's gonna be in 2 weeks. Yeah. Well, July is gonna be in 3 days. So
Well, but
we're
the
close.
movie is gonna be in 3 weeks.
But the movie is gonna be in 3 weeks. Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see you in 3 weeks. No, I'm joking.
See you in 3 weeks.
Bye.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you for listening, yapping.
The yapping obsession. Bye bye.
Yes. Bye bye.